continue to place well, and it's a progress, but we're actually going to see the young Link for Biddy.
Heck yeah. Actually got to commentate some more yesterday as well with Skittles, so we get to see. That's interesting. The two of them actually were hanging out, so probably labbing that Ditto quite a bit. I think that's something that we'll actually be seeing throughout the course of this tournament, is the progress even of just like grind week. It can make so much of a difference for players.
Yes, yeah, and we do have a few Warios at this tournament, I know we have a few Young Links as well, so both of these players, I'm sure, have gotten some friendlies practice for this specific matchup. But right now, it looks like Biddy is the one in the lead, using these projectiles to stuff out Loaf's approaches.
Yeah, it's just that tick damage. Nothing like too crazy. It's no combos, but he just won't allow Loaf to find any opening, and that's exactly what Loaf wants. He's got the crazy airspeed. He's got phenomenal aerials to be using the airspeed with. He's finally getting in right here. He's going to get an up tilt. He follows up with a couple nairs, and he's got his bike, but Biddy's not going to have any of that.
Yeah, that was such a good fire arrow to sort of shut down Loaf holding that bike. I mean, there's really nothing Loaf can do. Oh, and an interesting option for the tech chase there. Doesn't quite find it on the platform.
Those platforms are looking so favorable for Biddy right now. Anytime he can get Loaf up there, he's just continuing to keep on that pressure.
Yes, I love this projectile play coming out from Biddy, but Loaf looking for the bike. Ledge trap, finds the forward air to reset, but not the down air.
Ooh, Biddy has the advantage, or Loaf has the ability to just keep going lower and lower, keep throwing out those passive hitboxes to just try and find anything. But Biddy, of course, had that bomb recovery. He's going to keep them out there. So they're both very comfortable staying below ledge for quite a long time.
Yeah, that's definitely true. That boomerang going to come in and interrupt Loaf and actually put him off stage, but he bikes to safety. Ooh, and going to catch that landing with the grab to the up throw up air. What a good combo for Wario. It's very consistent.
Trying to juggle Biddy is phenomenal because we see Loaf, that's the time that he really wants. He can put in so much damage, and he keeps racking up these great combos with it as well. But it's so terrifying when Biddy comes down because that down air hits hard, especially when you're at 173%, because that can kill even mid-stage.
Yeah, and at this point, I mean, we got to talk about the waft. I was just about to mention it, and there it is.
They beat you to it. It's almost the commentator's curse.
They really did. It's the player's curse on the commentary. I couldn't even say it. Man, Loaf getting that confirmed successfully. Biddy closing out that stock right after, but now down almost a full stock. Biddy needs a comeback here.
But that is so big, despite being up a stock is big, but finding a kill with waft on stock one, he's going to have the opportunity to do it again if this goes the distance. So that's so scary because that can steal away his stock. I mean, he's already in kill percentage if that waft comes online, and he's got so much time to wait that out. So Loaf doesn't even really need to push up the pressure too much, but I think he probably will, as kind of how it's been going so far. It'd be a radical change up in his playstyle.
Oh, for sure. And if you would like to play passive, obviously he has that ability, but Loaf right now, pedal to the metal. Look at this ledge trap. Almost got that connection into the bike. Not quite, though. And Biddy makes it back safely.
Yeah, Biddy's gotta take as much space as possible. I mean, it's what he's been doing for most of the match so far, but once he does get in, he uses the fire arrows to keep him off. He finds one that lands, though, and phenomenal kill confirmed there.
Yes, both of these players airtight combos, and it really comes down to who's getting those combo starters, right? The fire arrow for Link, the boomerang for Link, or the up tilt, the up throw for Wario.
On the bank, boomerang is super big for combos too, because it's actually one of the few things that he can do to break a lot of Loaf's pretty airtight combos. Otherwise, just having it set up beforehand, he's got to make sure that he's got that to cover his back. That way he doesn't get taken away, but he's going to get grabbed, knocked off this stage, but the follow-up isn't quite there until the neutral B comes out.
Yes, and Loaf using that neutral B to pressure the platform. What a good option there. Oh, the bike coming down doesn't quite find Biddy. Biddy now at 150. Loaf just needs one strong hit to close this stock out.
He finally finds a hit off stage right there, but ending up with the bomb in his hand gives him, ooh, gets him stuck right there. The grab kills as well. A little less than I thought. I thought he was definitely dead, but it seemed like VI had a little bit of a say in that one.
Yeah, usually Wario's bite, I play against a Wario quite frequently, so Wario's bite typically kills, around 150, 160. He had a little bit of rage there, so I feel like it was a sure thing.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be insta deletion, especially 173% on young Link. He's darn well light.
Yeah, he really is going right in, wasting no time to go into this game too. Biddy ready to run it back on PS2. A solid stage for young Link, so I don't hate running it back here, but it's tough when you lose the first game and then you just immediately run it back. You know, that can be interesting on the mental. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it looks like he's already trying really hard to find that grab. He threw 2 of them out, and they both had to whiff right there, so he ate a bit of damage. He's not getting to run away with percentage like he was game 1 either.
Yes, and what a good anti-air there from Loaf. That up tilt, fairly disjointed, is going to start a lot of combos. It's just really hard to contest when you're in the air, coming down on Wario. Very good grounded option.
Loaf got a little bit greedy there, putting out the clap a little too early, so trying to follow with the active hitbox. It doesn't last too long, and gave Biddy some damage there. Unfortunately, he's going to get stuck underneath the stage. Pineappled a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you really don't want to see that, but...
Actually, Kirby.
Yeah.
Streamland.
I mean, I miss Dreamland, man. But Loaf now looking for some sort of combo starter after that SD, and is still in a fairly solid spot, regardless of losing that stock early.
He's going deep here. He does have the bomb recovery, but a nice little nair there's going to keep the pressure on, and another bomb doesn't get to come out for Biddy. So he's lost his stock even after confirming that one so early.
Yeah, that forward air gimp was so good. Wario, one of the characters that can just go the deepest, right, with that bike on deck. Now Biddy taking their time to combo, but it's Loaf who's comboing, and looking for a footstool after that.
Yeah, it looks like he went just a little bit too far up, and Biddy actually weaseled his way out with the DI.
Yes, both players now about the equal percent. Biddy gonna find that grab after that F tilt and doesn't quite find the textures on the platform, but it doesn't matter. This fire arrow covers everything.
He's got to keep up that wall of projectiles right now, though, because he can't quite find the forward air to kill right now.
Yeah, looking for that down air, and that definitely would have killed, but doesn't quite find it. Now it's Loaf's turn to edge guard. Let's trap, and Biddy with the combo.
Ooh, that turn has been stolen away.
Right out of the corner
on this one.
Wow, and what a good confirm from Biddy there. Good recognition knowing that, you know, that was going to set up properly. But again, we got to think about the waft on deck.
Yeah, that thing's so scary. Even this up so quickly, but there's no way Loaf throws that out on this stock. It's going to be way more accessible to kill Biddy with some of his other moves, and he's going to want to use that for an early kill on the last stock. That's his like comeback potential.
Yeah, and I love Biddy's aggression out of the corner, specifically understanding when to come out aggressively, right? A lot of players just sort of press the button when they feel worried. Biddy taking time, understanding when is the best time to press that button, but Loaf knows that that's the best time to press the back air button.
All right, this is the intense part of this matchup. Loaf is sitting on match point. He's got the waft fully charged. He's a little bit behind on percent. He's having a hard time finding that in on Biddy, but only a few percent is going to change it if he can find the waft.
Yes, and this is the hard part for both players because Loaf knows that he needs that opening to find that waft. Biddy knows that's exactly what he's looking for, and a great fire arrow combo for Biddy. Doesn't quite find the down tilt, though.
Loaf has just not found his way out of those fire arrows. Biddy is just ups that fire arrow count 200%, and they just keep finding their mark. He finds his up air as well. It doesn't quite kill at this percent, though, but Loaf is under so much pressure that he's finally going to be killed off the top here. It was a close one as well, but Biddy having almost a full stock lead by the end.
Yes. Yeah, the SD definitely came into play there, but that last stock looks so airtight from Biddy. It's going to be interesting to see how Game 3 goes. I could see this going either way.
Yeah, I really have no estimation. Biddy definitely looking stronger in that last one, but there was an SD so early on.
Yes.
So winning by about a stock, but he got handed about a stock by that SD.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. And one other thing is Biddy. I love Biddy's ability to close out stocks when he knows he has that hit. Wario's survivability is extremely high. He's heavy, great airspeed, but Biddy is usually able to close it out. So we'll see. Loaf right now, an amazing advantage state here.
Yeah, Biddy's getting a little bit greedy mid-stage, especially at the beginning of these games. That up B wasn't going to give him much. It was sort of that panic button, and he's not finding the arrows quite like he was. This Loaf is just starting to run away with the stock, almost dealing almost 100 damage. He wants to go off ledge, but he's not sure if Biddy's definitely going low. This is the opportunity, though. Biddy has gone low. He's going to have that bomb to come back.
Oh, and what a good forward air. Going to have to close this out. Doesn't quite find the edge guard, actually. Ooh, and no punish
doesn't
on the
quite have the punish there, but he finds it in the end with his up air. That's almost a full stock just stolen away, and he's even going to heal up a little bit, eating that boomerang as he's finding all the answers to Biddy's projectiles.
Yes, and this up air doing a great job of juggling. Loaf's advantage today is not something to sleep on.
Finally, Loaf ends there. He had to set himself up to get hit by that forward smash, but having the shield up kept him safe just enough that he lost the combo, but he doesn't lose any percentage himself here. He's starting to slow this down as he's not quite finding those same openings. He can't get the same 0 to 50 combo. There's just not the ability to do that. There's too much knockback.
Yes, and this boomerang really proving difficult for Loaf to deal with, interrupting his own combos and reversing them for Biddy's favor. And
that fire arrow could be big. Biddy went in on it, but it wasn't in lethal range. This one's going to be a little bit closer, though, and it does spell out that death for Loaf, but he's still feeling pretty nice. He's got the luxury of that stock that he took first, and he's got almost 100% on the lead.
Yes, a really solid lead in percent here. Loaf, of course, with the waft on deck. But Biddy doing a good job keeping him out right now with these projectiles. And, oh, that'll be a punish on the dash attack.
Yeah, and finally that grab comes out. Biddy's definitely been looking for it. He doesn't get any confirm damage off of it. He just got that back air. Doesn't do too much for him, but he's got the bomb here on ledge. He's got the boomerangs. The second bomb is going to get him punished, though, and the waft is looking a little bit spooky as well.
Yes, and I love this shield conditioning from Biddy, understanding his projectiles are safe. You know, they're going to make Loaf want to shield like this, and then he goes for those grabs in the proper place and calls out jumps just like that with that forward air.
Unintuitively, Biddy's actually playing the best when they're both at high percentages. He's doing a great job keeping Loaf off of him. Loaf is looking for the kill options pretty aggressively. Sometimes he can just throw him out and get him, though. The back air, bam, done. That's a dead Biddy. But he's got a lot of percentage himself, and Biddy's playing so safe now.
Yes, and this was a similar situation to last time when Biddy knows the waft is on deck and he knows what Loaf is looking for. Let's see if Loaf can find an opening here or if Biddy will continue to zone out and take this game.
Ooh, Biddy getting a little more aggressive. They're rolling in, and it's going to actually get him punished there. He takes some more percentage as he's trying to keep that distance, but he doesn't have time to put up projectiles. His up B gets interrupted as he gets grabbed as well. Another up air comes out for Loaf as that percentage is starting to look kind of scary.
Yes, Loaf doing a great job putting the pressure on. Oh, and the waft going to be untechable. Loaf taking game 3 against Biddy in a nail biter. That was some fun Smash Ultimate gameplay.
Loaf was really excelling in the off-ledge game. Biddy's got the bomb recoveries. He's got that all set up. He knows what his game plan is, but Loaf did too, and he was just keeping a step ahead, finding those really perfectly timed nairs to interrupt right after the bomb reset, make sure that